So hello everyone, once again welcome back to our channel English Grammar and Literature World. Dear students, in today's class we are going to cover some important questions from our special topic, and that is idioms and phrases. In this channel we have completed a lot of classes on this particular topic, but today we have selected total 21 questions from idioms and phrases based on previous year questions of various competitive exams. So if you are preparing for exams like SSC, CGL, CHSL, MTS, any state competitive exams, railway, banking, etc., then this class will be very special and very important for you. So let's begin today's class. Look at the first one. To have butterflies in someone's stomach. So now, what is the meaning of the idiom to have butterflies in someone's stomach? This idiom means to feel anxious or nervous before an important event such as examination, interview, speech or competition. Understand? So the correct answer is option B, and that is to feel nervous. Okay, next, to break off the wrong tree. So what is the meaning of the idiom? The idiom means to blame or accuse the wrong person or pursue an innocent idea while trying to solve a problem. Understand? So here the correct answer is option D, to follow a wrong course of an action. Okay, next, to keep the wolf from the door. So this one is very important for your exam purposes. So this idiom means to have only enough money. Okay, enough money or resources to meet any kind of basic needs and avoid poverty without any financial comfort. So here option C, to earn just enough to survive, is the correct answer. Next, to make both ends meet. I think you people know the correct answer because this one is also very important question. So first of all, look at the explanation. This idiom means to live within one's income by balancing earning and expenses despite financial difficulties. Okay, so option B, to manage one's expenses with income. Understand? Good. Next, to put two and two together. So what is the meaning of the idiom? It means to understand or infer the truth by connecting available facts and drawing a logical conclusion. Okay, so you can select option A, to conclude from obvious fact, as a correct answer. Understand? That's good. Next, to wash dirty lines in public. So this one is very important question. So you have to be careful about this question. To wash dirty line in public generally means to discuss or reveal private, family or personal problems publicly. Okay, so the idiom means to reveal private problem openly. Understand? So here the correct answer is option A, that is to quarrel openly. Okay, so option A is the correct answer. Between the devil and the deep sea. So this one is also very important, and I think you people know the correct answer, and that is very simple. So first of all, look at the explanation. So this idiom refers to being caught between two equally difficult or unpleasant choices where neither option seems favorable. Okay, that means the correct answer is option C, in a dilemma. Understand? So option C is the correct answer. Next. To bait the hook to sweet the fish. So what is the meaning of the idiom? This idiom means to adapt your approach according to the interest or preference of those of others to achieve your objective successfully. Okay, so here option B, and that is to do things to please others. Okay, next, a hard nut to crack. This one is also very important and very common idiom. Everybody knows the answer of this idiom. So look at the explanation. This idiom refers to a person, a task or problem that is very difficult to understand and deal with or overcome successfully. So you may simply say something which is very difficult. Okay, so the correct answer is option D, that is a difficult problem to solve. Next, to carry all before one. So what is the meaning of the idiom? This idiom means to achieve great success by overcoming all oppositions and winning every challenge with confidence. So the idiom means to overcome every challenges. Okay, so look at the options. Here option D, be completely successful, as the correct answer. Okay, next, from hand to mouth. So I think if people know the correct answer, this one is also very common idiom, and this is very relatable to our personal and to our daily life. So this idiom means to live on very little income, spending everything earned immediately without being able to save for the future. So here option C, that is to survive without saving, is the correct answer. Okay, next, a white elephant. So what is the meaning of the idiom? A white elephant. This idiom refers to an expensive possession or project that is difficult to maintain and has little practical value. Okay, and little practical value. That means option A, a costly but useless thing, is the correct answer, just like an elephant. Next, to rise like a phoenix. So tell me the correct answer. What is the meaning of the idiom to rise like a phoenix? This idiom means to recover or become successful again after experiencing failure, destruction or very difficult period in life. Okay, to recover himself. So that means option C, which is to rise with a new life, a changeable life, is called actually to rise with a new life. Next, to show one's white feather. So what is the meaning of the idiom? To show one's white feather. So this idiom means to display fear or cowardice instead of showing courage when facing danger or a difficult situation. That is actually to show one white feather. So here option B, that is to show sign of cowardice, is the correct answer. Next, to burn one's boats. So the idiom means to eliminate every possibility of going back, forcing oneself to continue despite risk or challenges. Okay, so option B, that is to make retreat impossible. Okay, so option B is the correct answer, because you have completed your remaining part. Now there is no option to quit. Next, to cry wolf. Now what is the meaning of the idiom to cry wolf? This idiom means to warn others about danger when none exists, causing people to ignore future genuine warning. Okay, so option D, That is to raise a false alarm is the correct answer. Next, to have an iron hand. So what is the meaning of the idiom to have an iron hand? The idiom means to control people strictly with discipline, authority and little tolerance for disobedience or mistakes. So that means option B, to rule with firmness and severity. Okay, that means very strictly. Next, to eat one's word. So what is the meaning of the idiom to eat one's words? Actually, this idiom means to accept that a previous statement or opinion was incorrect and acknowledge one's mistake honestly. So you can simply say acknowledge one's mistake honestly. Okay, so look at the options. Here option A, that is to admit that one was wrong. Next, to go through fire and water. So what is the meaning of the idiom to go through fire and water? So this idiom means to endure every hardship, risk or difficulty willingly in order to support or protect someone or achieving a goal. So here the correct answer is option B, to face every danger for someone or something. Okay, so option B is the correct answer. Next, to keep one's head. Now to keep one's head means to remain calm, sensible and self-controlled. During stressful situation instead of becoming frightened or confused. Okay, understand what I am saying? So where the correct answer is option A, and that is to think calmly in a difficult situation. So this one is very very important and very practical in our daily life. Okay, next, so this is the last one. Look at the question, to wash one's hands off. So now look at the options. Is it to clean one's hand? Is it to complete a task? Or is it to refuse responsibility for something? Or to help someone? So what is the correct answer? You have to tell me in the comment section. So that's all for today. So here are total 21 questions which are very very important for your exam purposes. Also the PDF of this class will be available in our official Telegram channel. So you may join through the link which is given in the description to get free PDFs, daily quizzes and also for the PDF, and which is totally free. Okay, so that's all for today. Till then, keep reading, keep writing and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.